Right, we're here with Adam. They've got a good couple of runners on Sunday. Adam, let's start with race one, Live by the Sword.
Yeah, so Live by the Sword, he's a disappointing horse. He's a horse that's really above himself and seems to overdo it on the race course. Have tried a couple of new things. I've brought him back in trip, and I'm just hoping that, the run up the straight, he's a little bit more relaxed. So obviously things prior to the race that he needs to settle down, which I'm hoping the compression mask on the way down will help with that. And, we'll have to see. He's a horse that I can't really give much confidence on, but we're just trying something different with him.
There you go. Then race four, Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow, also a disappointing filly. She hasn't reproduced the type of work that we've seen at home, which is also why I've brought her back in trip. And let's see if she can show something fairly close to what we've seen on the track, because if she does that, she could be in the shake-up. If not, we might have to look at alternative options for her.
Race five, Prolific Star with Raymond on board again.
Yeah, this was actually, I'm quite pleased with how his work's been and his last couple of runs. He's jumped from bad draws and he's had a lot to do. He's got a bad draw again, but I think if he could find himself in a reasonable position, he's a horse that possibly could be in the shake-up.
Okay, and then race six, just the two of us.
Yeah, she's a filly that for me, she's on the up. She's come out of her last win really well. I think the way the race looks, it's obviously competitive, but it should suit her the way the race looks like it's going to be run, and she could be in minor money positions.
Thank you. And then race seven, you got two, Lead the Charge and Xanthel.
So Lead the Charge, I think coming off the break last time out and running him in the 1400 probably wasn't the best decision. He was a little bit keen, never seemed to get himself into a nice rhythm in the race. So I've brought him back in trip. Obviously it's a feature race. I'm hoping that they go and he can find himself nice and switched off and just be running on towards the latter part of the field or the race. And then with Xantha ran well above his rating the other day, which is what made me think I'll nominate him in this race with 51 on his back. If he finds himself in a reasonable position, he could cause a bit of an upset.
Especially with that lightweight. And then race 8, Deception Pass.
Deception Pass, also a horse that hasn't reproduced his ability within his last 3 or 4 starts. And if he manages to come back to form, he's a horse that could be there. But I can't say that there's been any difference within his work, because his last 4 runs he's been working well at home, just not bringing it to the course. So the day that he decides to get his act back together, it could cause a bit of an upset or just produce the goods that we know he can.
There you heard it from Adam. They've got a good couple of runners, and definitely don't leave them out on all your permutations.